Board and the Neurology Section Chief at the Dental Medical and Health Sciences Institute. And he was the president of the Philippine Neurological Association back in 2017. Ladies and gentlemen, a round of applause please for Dr. Romulo Esacunde.
Thank you very much, Jenny. Tanghali po sa inyong lahat. It is my pleasure to be here. And I know masarap yung lunch and I'm in between you and your couch and the good couch. Baka tulugan niyo ako. So, bilis lang ito. So, I'm tasked to give a short talk about neuropathy. And the title of the talk is for people who have neuropathy, why suffer in silence? No? So the next slide, you can see my disclosure slide. And the next slide, next please. So we'll start with some basics. So yung basic would be in our system, meron tayong different system like cardiovascular system for the heart, and we have gastro-digestive system for the stomach and your large intestine. Paano naman sa nerves? So we have the nervous system. So the nervous system comprises of three systems. May central, may peripheral, at saka yung autonomic. But central is basically the brain and the spinal cord. Bakit siya important yung central? Because it controls everything. Lahat ng movements ninyo, lahat ng sensation, lahat ng pupunta sa brain. So it's like the CPU of your computer. Now, kailangan din yung peripheral nervous system. Peripheral nervous system from the spinal cord, magkakaroon ng mga nerves going to your hands and going to your feet. And then, meron din tinatawag na autonomic nervous system, yung control for digestion, control for your urination, control for voiding and bowel movement, kasama yun. So these are the three parts of your central nervous of your nervous system. Now our topic centers on the peripheral nervous system. Again, yung peripheral nervous system medyo nasa periphery. It still connects with the central nervous system. Kung ano yung kinocommand ng central nervous system, gagawin i-execute ng peripheral nervous system. Next slide. And of course, yung topic natin today is when you have a damage on your peripheral nervous system, then it's called neuropathy. So, basta may damage sa peripheral nervous system, it's neuropathy. Slide. And paano ba yung typical na example ng neuropathy? Pag kayo natulog, minsan nadalanan nyo yung kamay ninyo, sometimes may hawak kayong baby, natulog yung baby dito. After some time, bigla siyang mangangalay, mamamanhid. So there's pressure on the hands, then the nerves react. Paano nag-react yung mga nerves? So meron unpleasant feeling of numbness, tingling sensation. Ganoon yung neuropathy. Basically, yun yung feeling ng neuropathy. Pero hindi ibig sabihin na natagalan kayo is neuropathy na kagad. So after a while, it will subside dahil na-compress lang yung nerve. Ganoon yung pakiramdam ng neuropathy. Next slide. So, ano yung mga symptoms ng neuropathy? Next. So, marami, no? Kagaya ng mga increased sensitivity to touch, tapos may pins and needles, may burning sensation. Most of the time, it's a positive symptom. Pag positive symptom, ibig sabihin, merong extra sensation, pins and needles, burning sensation. Most of the time, hindi siya negative. Negative meaning loss of sensation. Medyo kakaiba yun. And examples, further examples would be, next slide, yung pricking pain, pins and needles. So minsan na, parang may tumutusok-tusok sa paa. Next slide. Meron ding burning sensation. Parang tawag na mainit na pakiramdam na parang sinusunog. Maybe you've had relatives na may mga ganyan, like yung shingles, post-herpetic neuralgia, ganun yung nararamdaman. Next. Pwede rin stabbing pain, parang tinutusok. So these are all positive symptoms. Next. Meron din tinatawag na iba yung pakiramdam ng kalahating katawan kaysa sa dito. May mainit, tapos meron dito hindi masyadong mainit. It can be a sign of neuropathy. Meron din parang ants crawling dito sa mga kamay at pero wala naman, no? Pakiramdam niya lang. Pero pag sinabi niya, Dok, meron talaga eh, iba na yun. Kahit wala, no? So, and pwede rin pangangawit. So, tiredness, dali kang pangawit, and then nangalay, and then sometimes, weakness. In severe forms ng neuropathy, pati yung strength na nadamay or na-involve. And next, of course, ang pinaka-common is manhid. Manhid is a very vague term para sa amin. Pinapa-describe namin ang ibig sabihin ng manhid. So next. So, sino ang at risk for neuropathy? Lahat ba nagkakaroon ng neuropathy? So, merong mga risk factors for neuropathy. One is the presence of systemic illness. Pag sinabi systemic illness, very prototype, pinaka-common is diabetes. No? Pag-expose ka rin to environmental and physical factors, which later on, di-discuss din natin. And then, pag meron din exposure to toxins, nagtatrabaho ka, meron chemicals na nandun, and then, sometimes, hindi talaga maalam. Tawag doon is idiopathic. Next slide. So, environmental, yung sapatos mo masyadong masikip. Pero gusto mong isuot, like in the picture, rubber shoes, mahal bili mo, 11,000, 12,000, pero sayang naman, so natitiis ka. Then later on, pwedeng magkaroon ng neuropathy kasi yung nerves na i-impinge. No? Another common situation before, yung malalaki na naglalagay ng wallet dito sa likod ng pantalon. Then later on, they will develop na parang mayroong sensation dito na tumutusok pababa because nakakompress din yung isang nerve na malaki na nandun. So next, we have smoking as well. Studies have shown na pag naninigarilyo ka, pwede magkaroon ng microvascular changes sa blood vessels, pati sa nerve. Not only sa blood vessels, pati sa nakaka-relate, sabi niya mga, tingil down. Next, you have also alcohol. So, yung setup natin parang party-party pero wala namang alcohol involved. So, try to limit din kasi alcohol has some toxic effects even to your little nerves. No? Next. And of course, pinaka-common is yung diabetes. No? Now, they predicted that diabetes will be the next epidemic. Dati ang sakit natin, TB, no? Pinakamadami, pero ngayon, non-communicable diseases na. Bakit? Because we have poor lifestyle. Lahat nakaupo na lang. Lahat nasa computer na lang. Before, naglalakad lahat, nag-exercise, pati yung food natin. Kaya diabetes is predicted to be dadami pa and it will rise over the next few years. Next. Now, tawag doon, if you have diabetes and disease ng nerve is diabetic neuropathy. Common. Isa sa mga dreaded complication of your diabetes is magkaroon ng damage sa nerve. Dalawang times, may tinatawag na subclinical, diabetes ka, poorly controlled, hindi mo alam nagsisimula na yung damage. Paano siya makikita? May test na ginagawa, clinically. No? Pero wala na nararamdaman. Next is yung clinical. Ibig sabihin may symptoms ka na. No? And may distal symmetric sensory polyneuropathy, autonomic neuropathy, focal neuropathy. Next slide. So yung distal symmetric polyneuropathy, ito pinaka-common. Most common form of diabetic neuropathy. Pag tinignan nyo, may bilog sa hands and feet. So nagsisimula yung symptoms ng neuropathy sa paa at saka sa kamay. Tawag doon, glove and stacking distribution. So pag may diabetes, sabihin nyo, di ba namamanhid yung paa? Di ba namamanhid yung kamay? Most of the time, pag uncontrolled or poorly controlled, yan ang isa sa mga symptoms. The usual distribution. Yun lang yung check. Next slide. And dahil doon, yung mga patients na may neuropathy, hindi nila nararamdaman dahil yung nerve nila sa paa, damage na. So nagkakaroon ng neuropathy, walang pakiramdam. Minsan, natutusok na sila, nasusugatan na sila, hindi nila alam. Nagkakasugat na pala sila. And further damage would involve yung vasculopathy. Pati yung mga blood flowing to that area wala nang oxygen, wala nang nutrients. Result, mahirap gumaling yung sugat. So most of the time, lakad sila ng lakad, natusok na pala sila, hindi nila alam. Next. So, how can we prevent neuropathy? So of course, maintain a healthy lifestyle. Yung mga sinabi ko kanina, dapat i-avoid. And kailangan ng frequent exercise, balanced diet. So now the culprit is not only sugar, but also carbohydrates. Okay. So carbs, sugars, bawas. At the same time, have sufficient time for rest. I think lahat tayo guilty dyan. Hindi tayo nakakakuha ng 6 to 8 hours ng sleep. Kasi telepono, gadgets, nandyan lahat ng stress 10 times. No? And pag you are at risk for neuropathy, meron kang diabetes, meron kang ibang mga sakit, then pwede mag-take ng supplement. A combination of your vitamin B complex. No, it's not a cure. Yung vitamin B complex is not a cure, it's only a supplement. Baka-expected pag uminom ako ng vitamin B complex, galing na ako, nawala na yung diabetes. Like if you are diabetic, the best pa rin para maiwasan ng neuropathy is a good time control of your sugar. Kasi inom ka ng vitamin B complex, hindi mo naman kinokontrol yung sugar, bali wala natin. Okay, next. So, ano ba yung mga vitamins na kailangan? So, pag sinabi vitamin B complex, it's a combination of 3 vitamin B. So, the B1, thiamine. So, it's very important to provide energy sa mga nerve cells. And meron din siyang analgesic effect. So, nakakawala siya ng sakit somehow, vitamin B1. Vitamin B2, or yung pyridoxine, improves the transmission of nerve impulses from one neuron, yung nerve cell, to another. Meron din siya tinatawag na antioxidant activity. And yung vitamin B12, cobalamin, protects the nerves and restores damaged nerves as well. So bakit pinagsasama itong tatlo? Kasi kung pinagsama mo sila, they have a high affinity for the nerve. So neurotropic affinity, and then mas maganda for nerve repair, especially kung damage yung nerve. So next. So again, going back to the first slide in our title, yung mga may neuropathy, why suffer in silence? Next slide. When we have an answer to this kind of suffering. With that, thank you very much.
Thank you very much to Dr. Esagunte. Doc, yes, please remain right here. Because after the presentation, I'm pretty sure everyone has a ton of questions. I'm actually going to start it off right now. Kasi earlier, you cited an example, like for example, may hawak kayo, or and I feel that every single night. So I'm a little bit worried. How will I know that it's simply pamamanhid and not neuropathy? Like, how can I tell?
Yeah. So in that particular case, si baby ba o si daddy yung nasa...
Baby po, sigurado po ako.
Okay.
Baby na baby, opo.
So, kaya sabi ko kanina, if it's transient, syempre pag na-oppress yung nerve, then nagising yung bata, so, mawawala din siya dapat. Kasi may self-mechanism, parang sinabi, pag natulog ka, hindi pwedeng isang ganito lang. Dahil after a while, magsisignal yung body mo sa brain mo, masyadong naka-stay sa position na to. So, magsisignal para lumipat ka. Ganun din dun sa nangyari. So, nakakompress yung nerve, magsisignal sa brain, then the brain will command the nerve para i-activate. Kailangan sumakit ka para magising siya, at the same time, i-move mo. Now, the problem comes in pag hindi siya nawala after 1 day, 2 days, or 3 days. So, dapat mawawala siya in a few minutes or hours, if you're normal. Pero kung hindi ka normal, diabetic ka, or baka, 3 days na to bakit ganun pa rin, namamanhid pa din. So, baka kailangan magpa-check.
Okay, so the minute na tinanggal na yung stimulus or the cause for the pamamanhid, tapos bumalik siya sa normal,
Then
that's not
it's okay.
Okay,
It's
so
okay.
that is good. We are now opening the floor up for questions from our media guests. Please do not hesitate to ask. If there's anything you would like to clarify from his presentation, go right ahead and ask. Anyone? Okay, yes ma'am. Please introduce yourself first, and then what your affiliation is, and then your question.
I need from GMA7. Ayun, pag naramdaman mo na madalas yung mga sintomas, puso-puso, pamamanhid. Pwede po ba para uminom ka na lang ng neurobion basta-basta or kailangan mo muna magpa-check up tapos hintayin mo kung ano yung magiging advice ng doktor?
So, you can do both. Yung iba, magte-take na kagad. Then, kung talagang persistent siya, you seek a doctor. No?
So,
Pwede
kailan
yun.
po kailangan mag-seek muna ng advice from the doctor or kailan naman pwedeng mag-self-medication ka muna?
So one, if it's persistent, hindi nawawala ilang araw na, no? And then progressive, mas lalong lumalala, no? Mukhang kailangan mo nang magpatingin. And then, pag in-observe mo, mamamanhin, pero nawala naman after, okay? Pwedeng hindi magpatingin, then pwedeng mag-take lang. Supplement siya. It's not a cure. Okay?
So, do you advise, Doc, yung mga hindi pa nakakaramdam na dapat mag-take na sila ng vitamins B?
Most of the studies, walang ganun, na parang prophylactic, para hindi magka-nerve. Again, wala. Most of the studies would tell us that if you're diabetic, high risk ka, and then you start with the symptoms, pwedeng makatulong yung vitamin B complex. Kailangan vitamin B complex, hindi yung isa-isa lang. No? Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you very much for that wonderful question. I'm sure that is a question others have. Yes, sir.
Alex Bison, Mabawaker. Question is, since vitamins are actually nabibili na hindi naman over the counter, what would you suggest yung right dosage na dapat inumin and when is the right time to drink vitamin B complex?
So, a particular brand available siya in the plain and forte. So most of the time, it's once a day. Once a day lang. Oo. May different, siguro yung plain, pag hindi naman ganun ka-severe yung symptoms mo. Pero kung talagang diagnosed ka with diabetic neuropathy and then other forms of neuropathy, isa pa yung carpal tunnel syndrome is also a form of neuropathy. Then you can actually take the forte. Most of the time, wala namang side effects and you can take it after breakfast. Pag nalimutan, pwede siguro sa but once a day.
Advisable to drink na, kasi siyempre yung mga nasa office, hindi sila, yung nerves nila hindi ganun kabalat compared to sa mga active lifestyle like yung mga gym. So are you, is it advisable na mas mataas yung B complex na iniinom ng mga taong nag-gym or yung active lifestyle compared to sa mga start?
Hindi naman, you start with the plain muna for the meantime. Then, yung mga forte usually binibigay namin sa talagang diagnosed case na may peripheral neuropathy.
Thank you.
Although may isa pang form yung ini-inject intramuscular, ang talagang mas sobra na yung sakit and then nagpapa-inject sila. Somehow, may relief na natutuwa with that. Only for severe cases.
Thank you very much, Alex, for your... Okay, ako, pinagkakaguluhan ka namin. Dalawang mikropono na lang.
I'm Maui from
Hi, Mami.
I blog at 24-hour night. My question is, since you advise that we can somehow self-medicate with B complex if we're feeling the symptoms, but if you're not diagnosed, how long would you advise us to take supplements? Should we just wait for the symptoms to fade and then you stop, or is there an advice number of months take the supplement?
Again, if you feel na persistent na yung mga sensations na nararamdaman mo and sometimes progressive, mas lumalala, you seek the advice of the doctor. Then usually the doctor will give some tests, blood test, or then it depends. Some would go for 6-month therapy, some would go for a year, depende sa makikita niya. So sa akin, ang ano is one awareness. Alam mo na, there's something wrong. Itong nalay na to, o itong himay na to, wala ako dati. And hindi siya nawawala. Maybe, then, most of the time, doon palang nalalaman ng iba na diabetic pala sila. Then, meron palang ibang problems sa katawan. So, it's always, advice to seek consultation with the doctor. You can start, actually, if you really feel na mayroong problem, and then the doctor will advise you on how to go through it.
There's one more right behind.
Since there's nerve damage, if there's terms of, let's say, super overactive at ano ba yung common na damage din ng nerves for, let's say, athletes?
Most of the time sa mga athletes, mas muscle and tendons yung affected. Kasi yung mga overly eager na nag-exercise at the same time mali yung it's mostly the muscle at saka tendon. Nerve, medyo mahirap mong ma-damage unless talaga nagkaroon ka ng trauma. And usually pag nagpatingin sa doktor, i-test yun kung merong damage sa nerve or muscle. Magkaiba kasi yun. Yung mga athletes, kalimitan muscle. Pag nerve yan, talagang mahirapan silang bumalik. And most of the time, halimbawa yung natupilo ka or na-sprain ka, and then they go back to normal after a few weeks kasi muscle lang yung tendon na inflame. But not the nerve. Yung nerve, medyo mahirap maka-recover. It will take some time.
Last question ko na is, yun nga, like, nagpapahilot or nagpapamassage, can that also help in calming the nerves or repairing the nerves?
Yes, somehow may relief sa massage. Pero ingat lang sa massage kasi hindi lahat ng parte ng katawan dapat pinamassage. Especially yung neck. We have had cases na lang yan sa yung neck and then biglang nahilo yung patient. Meron tayong malalaking nerves na dumadaan dyan at saka blood vessels. Pwedeng ma-damage, ma-interrupt yung blood supply. And sometimes, yung overstretching din, lalo na yung inaapakan yung spinal cord, medyo din. Pwede magka-damage, pwede magka-neuropathy pag masyadong matindi yung massage na ginawa.
Okay, I think that was one affiliation, and then your question, please.
I'm Sherry from Nursing Monaco. Actually, I'm in neurology. I suffer for almost 4 years. So, I have a question. For people na, ano po yung pinakasimpleng gawin para maiwasan natin yung
So, again, yung kanina, healthy lifestyle. So, kailangan healthy lifestyle, enough sleep, balanced diet, avoid smoking, avoid alcohol, and yung nami-miss natin lahat sa ngayon, na guilty tayo, is exercise. Exercise. Lahat tayo halos sedentary, driving, and office, kailangan natin to move and do exercise.